All right, friends, I'm taking you up to the Goodwill outlet today, but I have a football game to go to, so we got to make this really quick. And sometimes it's not how you start, it is how you finish. And in this one, I finished pretty strong. Stay tuned. All right, my first pickup of the day is going to be these BKE Peyton jeans. I think this is a women's style. If I was in store, I would be paying $9 for these. They would be a pass for me because I don't think they're worth more than $20. But at the bins, it's going to cost me $2.30 based on their actual weight. It's $1.99 a pound in my area. And so I think I can sell them for 20, checking for stains. There were some surface stains on the front. I've thrown them in the wash. They came out perfect. So that's a $20 find. The better style, if you ask me, for BKE jeans, and I'm going to switch from women's to men's, is the Aiden. That's Aiden. There's also a Jake and a Tyler that I think get you more money than the Peyton style jeans does, with Aiden being the winner. So those are some of the ones that you probably want to look for if you're sourcing jeans, especially if you're in store and you're paying close to what I'm paying at $9. That's what you want to look for. At the bins, all four of those styles, relatively speaking, are pretty good pickups. So just a mid pickup for me, but I'm going to grab them. And usually sometimes what happens is I'll grab a bunch of mid items, and then as the day progresses, as the sourcing day progresses at the bins, the better items I find, some of the other ones I'll just call and I'll put back, or I'll completely forget that they're at the bottom of my cart and I end up with them anyway. But some days are better than others. Not every single day is a home run at the outlet. So I'm going to bring the Peytons home because I didn't really find that much, but I'm satisfied with what I did find. So I'm going to share some of that coming up here with you shortly. So I will be more conscientious of picking up jeans and, jackets and that type of stuff because it's basically fall, y'all. And so for resellers, those are the things that we want to be paying attention to moving into the end of the third quarter and the start of the fourth quarter. Next pickup is, I really like this fleece. This is a Columbia Beach Forest full zip fleece, dark navy blue. That's beach with two E's, Beech. The average price for these for the last few years, if you're looking at Terapeak, is between, and we're talking pre-owned, is between $8 and $30. I'm going to be on the high end and price mine at $30. It's in really nice condition, and it's also a size XL for women. But that was very clean. It didn't really look like it was ever worn that much, and it still felt really nice. And again, we're paying by the pound. That item was lighter than the jeans. It comes in at 15 ounces. So it's going to cost me a little bit under $2. That's definitely a pickup. If I was in store, it would have cost me maybe $6.99. So something I would have to think about if I knew I was going to price it at $30. But here, to me, it's a no-brainer. Season's coming up. It's very clean. It's a great size. It's a pretty color. It's light, but it is in very good condition as well. So checks all the boxes. Let's bring that one home. I'll be on the high end at $30, but I still think I can ship it between $5 and $6. Definitely a pickup. All right, these are the picked over shoes. It took a long time on this day that I went for the shoe rotation to come out. I'm going to grab these Vans. These are Skate, that's SK and the number 8 highs. They're a men's. I think they were either a 10 or a 10 and a half. There's a market for, if you look at the shoe, if you look at the denim blue, it's a black and a blue suede, but the denim has a little bit of a fade to it. There is a market for shoes that are this brand, this style, in this condition. I'm almost certain that I've sold them in that exact condition before. Just like that, it's going to be between $20 and $25. They're a little bit heavier, so they ship maybe 3 pounds, but $20 to $25 sells them. And then these are Tulum, Tulum Crocs. I'm the only one that's going to have a pre-owned in a size 10. They've got a little bit of wear. They have some scratches you can see. I cleaned them up a little bit. They came out and photographed well. Only $20, and I have to ship these first class if I'm going to move them. But lucky for me, I'm the only one that's going to have that color in a size 10, so that sets me apart, makes it a little bit easier for me. But based on the condition with the wear that you did see, I'm going to be uncomfortable listing them for more than $20. So I'll photograph it, I'll mention it in the description. My pictures will be blatantly obvious that there is some wear so that there is no surprises when the buyer gets them, but I still think I sell them for $20. Other than that, I couldn't find anything else in the leftover shoes from the night before that looked like they would be worth picking up, and lots of singles again. So I know it's always a struggle finding that other shoe at the bins. Anyway, moved over to some clothing. Yes, I did find Patagonia, but I have to leave them behind because they had some issues with the. You can see the stitching is coming apart. They were a youth. It was at a youth size pair of shorts. I don't know. They were faded. They were definitely worn. Let's just leave those behind. But I'll take the Vineyard Vines. And white is a hard color to glaze over at the bins with the lighting in my location. You know, sometimes I get white garments home and there was a stain that I missed. This one was really clean. It's a youth large Christmas long sleeve t-shirt, but the season's coming up. Again, it's a very light item. Pristine, pure white, clean, not a single stain on it, which is amazing because if a kid was wearing that, you would imagine you're going to find something somewhere on that shirt. I didn't photograph beautifully. Let's get that listed for around $20. But the Patagonia shorts, even if the stitching had been good, it's the right brand, it's the wrong season, and for me, it would be the wrong sizing because I think it was youth, and in most cases, I don't do very well with youth, but if we're talking about the Vineyard Vines t-shirt, it looks like that one sells pretty well. So I'm bringing that home, even though it's youth, even though I don't really ever get max value for my youth items. I'm going to grab that one. It was just too clean, and the season's coming up. So next one here, I'm going to grab this is a Columbia Bugaboo jacket, and it does have the fleece lining in it. I think the Aztec pattern on the collar sells it. It doesn't really need to be cleaned up a ton. One of the things you have to do when you get jackets is check the pockets. The last thing you want to do is sell a jacket and then have somebody come back to you and say, hey, there were 2 holes in the pockets and all my money fell out. Just a reminder that you do have to check those things. And you know what? Sometimes you get lucky. You find a $5 bill, a $10 bill in there. Let me know if you've ever found money in a pocket sourcing something from Goodwill. But check those pockets. You don't want to have that issue on your hands. And with respect to the Bugaboo Columbia, they'll sell okay, but that black with the Aztec, as far as pricing goes, let's say $30. I don't think I can push that to $40, but stranger things have happened. So let's just settle on $30, not knowing anything else. What else we got going on here? Lots of Old Navy as usual. I forget what dress this is. This might be Old Navy as well. Hold on. What we got? Nope. That is Boston proper. That might have been. Was that something to pick up? Because I certainly didn't look it up. Anyway, one of the last pickups I find today that I'm actually really satisfied with, quilted. I think this is either a women's large or a women's XL. Polo Ralph Lauren, quilted vest in excellent condition. This is one I think I'm going to list in the $40 to $50 range. No stitching issues. Has some surface like dirt stains towards the logo over the left chest. So I'll wipe that down, get this one photographed, but I think I can get $50 for this. Very clean, looks great. The jewelry, all of the externals looking good. Okay, it's a size large. So that should sell fairly easy. It's amazing. And I was searching Polo Ralph Lauren in the eBay app, and I was getting 600,000 results, I think. But then when I just sorted solds just for the keyword name, 220,000 solds in the last 90 days. It's such a quality bread and butter brand. And the prices are going to vary, right? 36% is not bad for just using the name. Of course, you're going to have to drill down, but it's just such a solid bread and butter pickup. And that piece, I think it sells quick. All right, last thing that I'm going to pick up here, we'll switch gears once I am done, is this pair of Flint and Tinder. I think these are 365 jeans with a tapered leg. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I just don't see where the quality is with this brand, but it's popular. These were, I think, either $100 or $120 retail. They're a size 32-30 men's. I think I can sell them for between $30 and $40, but I think just based on when I feel the quality of the material in my hands, that it is very cheaply made. And that just goes to show you branding matters. The Huckberry brand, the Flint and Tinder brand matters. For whatever reason, that stuff is selling very well. But it's basically like, to me, it's like Old Navy quality. Maybe I'm wrong, and I've seen when they get, you throw them in the wash a few times, like what a lot of laundry and washing will do to that 365 pant. I don't see it. Those looked really clean. They looked like they were in good enough condition. I would be satisfied selling them for $30, but it's weird that you can get 130 for those brand new because I don't see them lasting very long. All right, we're gonna pop into a retail store and I'm gonna grab a couple of things before we take off. These Nikes, these are a size. Let's take a look because I don't remember. 10 and a half. Style on this one is the Fly Knit, a nice blue color. I'll throw them in the wash. These are going to be good for $45. I don't think anyone's going to have 10 and a halves, but they're a light shoe. It's a pretty popular style. A lot of people like these. I sell a lot of them in that knit, but not in that color. So I think I get 45 for those. And I'm going to pick up Pierre the Pig. This is a Williams and Sonoma ceramic menu holder. Still has the piece of chalk right in there. And I'm going to clean him up a little bit, but no chips, no cracks, no crazing. There was one that sold without the menu and without the chalk not too long ago for around $52. I'm going to list this one for $100. I think he's in phenomenal condition. Once I clean him up and photograph him, he will be worth every penny of $100. And thank goodness I found that. And then this next item, I paid 10 for Pierre. I'm going to pay 5 for the Norelco. This is a 5885 XL shaver. I've been charging it. It is on a full charge. And then what I'll do is I'll pull it and I'll let the battery run for a little while. So I know that it's not going to burn out quickly. And then again, I have a return on my hands. But this for $5 is going to end up getting me between $80 and $90. So when I pulled the plug, I let it run for a little bit. The battery is holding a charge. This was my savior today. So definitely not how you start some days, is how you finish. But we're going to go 100 for Pierre the Pig Chef, and we are going to go 90 for the Norelco shaver. So it kind of saves me walking into the retail store. I usually do much better at the bins. It was just one of those days where I was not in the right place at the right time, and that is what happens. So you take what you can get sometimes, but a great finish. So I'm satisfied, and I hope you enjoyed all of those bolos. All right, it's starting to rain out a little bit. It might be a wet game today. It's Ohio State playing the Akron Zips, so I expect the score to be around, 75-0. But I'm headed down to campus, do a little tailgating, and then we're going to go to the game. It's a 3:30 start, so it's still early in the morning, but it could be a wet one out there. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you learned something. I'll catch you in the next one.